So much fun. Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here, hello.
Right. We have some very cool delays that I wanted to check out. Been doing lots of pedalboard builds lately, and I would say at least half of them either have Strymon Timeline or a Boss DD500.
Right.
And they're amazing. We've had them on the show lots. They're awesome pedals. But I just wanted to have a quick look at a few other things that were really cool as well. So we got the GFI Clockworks delay 2, the Andromeda by Seymour Duncan, and the Echosystem by Empress.
Lots of people have been asking about the Echosystem. We've used it in a couple of videos so far, haven't we? And everyone's gone, oh my goodness me, that sounds good. And every time we've plugged it in, we've gone, oh my goodness me, that sounds good.
It does indeed.
And the GFI, I guess we've had the, what's it called? Specular Tempest.
Specular Tempest.
Which is a reverb and delay.
That's right.
Okay.
And when we were at NAMM this year, we saw the Andromeda by Seymour Duncan. They've sent us one to check out. I'm really impressed with the stuff they've been coming up with for, you know, a pickup company.
Yeah, I mean, they've been making pedals for years, haven't they?
Actually, and do you remember that old amplifiers? They had that kind of, was it modular thing you could...
Yeah, the convertible was one of their amps.
The convertible.
And the thing I remember most about their amps was an awesome documentary on Channel 4 called Twang Bang Kerrang. And Jerry Donahue was in it, and Seymour Duncan was in it. And Jerry Donahue was in it where he played that awesome version of the Beat the Claw.
With that bend.
Yeah,
the crazy bend.
Anyway, played properly, and on this awesome documentary, I think he was playing through a Seymour Duncan convertible amp, as was Seymour Duncan, and he did Seymour Duncan himself. If you didn't know, Seymour Duncan is actually a person, not just a pickup company. This one.
Very nice.
That's what I remember about that Seymour. Sorry, a bit of a tangent there, but yeah, they made amps too.
Right.
Twang Bang Kerrang! It was called. Channel 4. You can probably watch it on YouTube.
Do I remember a picture of Jeff Beck and a Seymour Duncan convertible? Was he using those for a while?
Possibly, because they were good mates.
Right. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, amps today. We have the newly rehoused and its wonderful new thing.
Yeah, regular viewers might remember that I had a Mesa Lone Star head that was in a box that I had made that was small to make it easy for carrying. It's now in a 1x12 combo chassis thanks to Boogie. Looks much nicer.
Looks awesome.
And it's a bit louder too.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Now it's got a speaker.
What speakers in there?
It's the Mesa Celestion C90.
Okay.
2-Rock Classic Reverb. Also on a different cab. I've got a 2x10 Zilla cab with G10 Gold Alnico.
That's the future.
In them.
2x10.
I just wanted to hear the 2-Rock on a 210 just to see. And it sounds nice. Needs reverb. Sounds better when it's really, really loud, but for the purposes of sensibleness.
That's the 50-watt mode, right?
That's the 50-watt mode, yeah.
Right. Alrighty. So, let's start with the Clockwork delay. Now, I was looking at this last night. There's some really interesting things about this. I'm going to need to refer to the manuals as we go along.
Good, because I haven't at all.
Okay, so let's have a look. If you want to have... right, so we've got...
What is it at its core?
Right, we've got... Okay, you've got the mode standard, tape, lo-fi, ambient, and 3 different multi-heads.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
So, in the red mode, we have 3 different sorts of multi-heads. So this is a 2-head mode. 3 head. And 4 head.
It's the only thing I can ever play in multi and can't play in multi-head mode delay, because I just never use multi-head delays and I have no idea what to play. But it sounds good.
Sounds great. Okay, so this is the tape delay.
Now we're talking.
Very nice. This is a lo-fi delay. And this is an ambient delay. So in each of the modes, you have this parameter switch, and it does different things in each mode.
Okay.
So like in this mode, if I crank it all the way up, let me just get to...
Sounded like there was a load of high harmonics on there or something,
Yeah.
was there?
Yeah. So, but it works. It doesn't. It's not just a low to high knob. There's different regions. As you go through the different regions, it does different things on different presets. It's really clever.
So back to the parameter knob. I'm interested to know what it does in the tape mode, which is what we're in now.
Okay. So the first half is resonance. So from here.
Interesting. There's like a filtering, some weird filter on the end.
Yeah, and the next half is like a ping-pong thing, it says. Okay. Sorry. The second half works in stereo mode, where it gives you a ping-pong between the two outputs.
Oh, okay. So there's no wow and flutter?
No.
There's modulation there, isn't there?
There's modulation in there. So all of the engines have got their own, modulation. Whatever's built into the. So if it's like the multi-head thing, it's going to have the modulation that's built into that sort of multi-head device, like a drum tape. It's very cool. You've got presets in there, which you can get to. You come out of that, and then you select the preset, and then you engage it.
How do you select the next one? And presumably you can store your own presets.
Yeah.
Yeah, in those 4 spots.
Exactly.
It's cool. It's very cool in terms of having lots of available sounds. Out of interest, let's leap to the Echosystem.
Okay.
I want to see what the tape delay sounds like in the Echosystem compared to the GFI, because to me it had the GFI had the element of tape in that it was kind of a clean repeat, and it had some, but it didn't have any of that chewiness and all the stuff we associate with an EP3 or even the T-Rex one that we played recently.
Okay, well this is the tape delay in the Empress.
Yeah. Doesn't sound much like tape.
What, either of them?
No.
Okay. Well, let's try this. There you go. We've got a couple of different. In the Empress, you've got all these different engines, but each engine has like 3 or 4 different variations.
Yeah.
So let's try this one.
Yeah, so to me it sounds like somewhere between a digital and analog delay, because you that had that nice roll off on the repeats there.
It's weird when you've been playing with real tape delays.
Yeah,
and you come back to them, and
Yeah.
even the really, really good ones.
but to be fair, I think if you're a tape, we've sort of already started on a tangent. If you're a tape delay aficionado, which I'm not, but if you are, then you've just got to get tape, haven't you?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
way
yeah.
around it.
Yeah.
And actually, I rather suspect that all the good stuff about these pedals is everything else they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the Andromeda. So, yeah, when we saw this at NAMM, it sounded great. One thing that was really interesting, that it has this they call the dynamic expression system. So these things, the mix, the modulation, the saturation, can be controlled by how hard or how soft you play.
Okay.
Right. So.
Yeah, I think you better play.
All right.
Right. So the dynamic expression mode is interesting because you can use it kind of in opposing modes.
Right.
Hard mode.
Yes.
Is as you play harder, you get more of the parameter. So if you play.
Okay.
Then mix. So you can affect any of those three parameters: the delay mix, the amount of modulation, or the amount of saturation on the delay. I really like that saturation.
Yeah,
on
saturation
the delay.
is very cool.
So
And it's just on the repeats.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you could think of a musical context for that. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can do it the other way around. So I want you to imagine, Daniel, that you're playing your prelude to the guitar solo, playing something picky and nice and
then we
and
launch
then
in.
you launch into your guitar solo.
Okay. Right.
So this is a soft mode then, and I'm going to set it to modulation. Plenty of modulation on so you can hear. And then I'm going to kick the overdrive in when Dan decides to play his solo.
Okay.
So you're here, you've just finished the second chorus, it comes out of the second chorus, the singer's all pensive. Go for it.
Can we try the same thing with a mix?
Yep.
Right. So
By playing harder, you're
And-
turning the mix down.
and becomes like a ducking delay.
yeah,
Very cool.
extremely
Very
cool.
cool. Right. Well,
It
there you
basically
go.
saves you a couple. Well, it does two. One, it saves you a foot switch
Mhm.
if you want the modulation on and then you don't, or you have it off and then you want it on, so you don't have to step on something. But more interesting because in which case, why not just step on a different pedal?
Mm-hmm.
More interesting than that, it gives you all the shades of grey in between,
Yeah.
which is what you were experimenting
Yeah.
with the ducking delay there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Okay, before we move on, let's just have a listen to some of the other modes. So that was normal digital.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a reverse mode here, I can see. The reason it sounded weird at the beginning is because I still had it in dynamic mode.
Oh,
So it was
right.
It was affecting the mix, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, why can't I get it completely wet?
Right.
And then obviously, then I went over to the analog reverse because there's analog and digital versions.
And it's still digital, but it's voiced analog.
Right. Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm really impressed because, okay, so where the other two have got, you know, the engines and all the different stuff, the engine selection on this is really simple. You've got an analog or digital voice version of normal ping-pong, reverse and reverse pong. That's it.
Pong presumably requires stereo, does it?
Oh well, yeah, to get ping-pong.
Yeah.
But I wonder, you know, if you do a ping-pong on, so there's normal. Yeah. So, yes.
And the whole of the internet is going to, at this moment, require it in stereo. So shall we just do a quick finger snap?
Yes.
And we're back. Okay, so by the magic of G2, Dan has put the Andromeda in a stereo loop of G2, which should mean...
Pingy pongy.
This is the standard mode. This isn't even ping pong, is it?
That's normal. And now ping pong.
This is a bit quieter.
There you go. It's awesome. It has reverse ping pong.
What does that even mean?
It means this. That's the best thing either of us have ever done on this show.
Yeah, because
That was unreal.
what you need in your life is a reverse ping pong delay. Cool. Okay, Andromeda, done, I would say.
Yeah. I'm really impressed.
Dynamic stuff and reverse ping pong. Who
Amazing.
could possibly want more?
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. To the ecosystem. To the ecosystem. Very good. The thing that first got me about it, as soon as I plugged it in, no matter what sound I dialed up, it just sounded awesome.
Yeah.
Just have a quick play. I'm just going to flick through a few different things. So this is their tape one.
Wowzers.
It sounds great, right?
Are the sounds analog? Digital control?
No, it's direct. It's analog drive-through,
Right.
and the effects are all digital. For whatever reason, these guys are just awesome at stuff. They're just everything they make. It just sounds amazing. And to be honest, when I first started playing this, I had to A/B it against a couple of things to make sure I was hearing things right, or whether my ears were just having a really good day. But it's so detailed and it's so clear. But the one thing about this that I absolutely love is that it has dual engines. So you can pick any of those two delays and you can have them either in parallel or in series.
No way.
And you can send each delay out of separate outputs as well.
Can we do that?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, can we get a tape delay going to one of the amps,
Yep,
and then a clean digital delay going to the other?
Yes, we can.
Can we do that?
We can do that. Finger snap. 1, 2, 3. And back in the room. Right. Okay, so here is the Echosystem. If you just give it a play for us. So you choose the engines here. So what I'm going to choose is left and right. Okay. So if we, so you wanted a
tape delay out of 1.
Tape delay out of 1.
At about 320 milliseconds. Yeah, that'll do.
Yep. And the next one?
Like a clean digital delay with modulation. At 640.
Okay.
I'll turn the 2-rock off a sec.
Yeah.
So let's see how that's melding with our other delay in terms of time. So a little bit heavy on the repeats, on the level of that one.
Which one?
Actually, both of them, but
Both of them? Okay.
the Mesa especially.
awesome, isn't it? That's amazing.
Have a go at that. And then just for the halibut, can you put something crazy in that one, like a weird, like one of those technical term delays?
Awesome. That is awesome.
Well, I guess probably a few people will be pointing out in the comments that we've barely touched the sides of the ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
So you've got presets, you've got programmability, you've got presumably expression pedal control.
Yeah, all the stuff, all the MIDI stuff. It also has an SD card slot.
Does it?
It's very cool. You know, if you're doing an update or something and you've got to connect MIDI cables and stuff, you put the SD card in your computer, take it out, plug it into that. There's your update done.
Nice.
That's really clever. The thing for me, I think they're all really cool. I really like all of them. The expression thing in the Andromeda is so clever. Yeah. And if what you want is a simple delay, a little bit of dynamic thing going on, awesome. But it's just the sound of the ecosystem. It
really does sound spectacularly good.
Crazy good.
So you use a timeline a lot. Where is it sitting in terms of the timeline?
The timeline for me, it's because it has that built-in looper.
Yeah.
And I use that quite a lot. But the timeline's awesome.
Yeah.
The timeline, I think it is the most successful delay pedal of all time. And it's set the standard for everything else. But I have been using this lately.
Yeah, I mean, immediately that appeals to me because there's no... I mean, there are hidden functions, but there's no menus.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about my brain. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. But that, maybe, you know, within a year or two, I could change a preset.
It's great. I mean, it does. It has all. It's got like 35 presets, I think. You know, which are all MIDI accessible.
That's 34 more than you need.
It's just yeah, but
No,
it's great.
I'm being facetious.
You know, yes, sonically, for me, that sort of stands apart from pretty much anything else I've heard. I think it's amazing.
Well, there we are. I guess we should mention the ProAnalog Manticore and the NRG orange and red cat pedal.
That's the one.
What's it called?
Multicat? I don't.
Yeah, we've featured it before. Simon might know.
Purrer.
The
The
Purrer.
Purrer.
Yeah, the NRG Purrer. And you were hearing them throughout the video today. So
And they're both awesome.
yeah,
Good. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, okay, this is great. Then I got to the end and that stuff happening with the ping pong and the stuff is like, oh, this is stereo. Stereo is it's a wonderland.
whole other world.
It is.
Whole other world.
So cool. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I want to say a massive thank you to everyone on Patreon, all our patrons on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. Also to our preferred retailers in the UK and Europe is...
Anderton's Music of Guildford, Surrey.
In the USA is...
Rift City Guitar of... Well, they have 2 stores now. So congratulations on the new store. We've just been there and we've just come back and we had a great time.
It was amazing.
We're flying,
Love you guys.
We're flying on Tuesday.
We're going to see Andy.
Oh, we are. Yeah, going to see Andy Timmins in New York. Awesome.
And seeing Analog Man.
You've seen Mike Purrer from
Mike
Analog
Purrer.
Man. And Rift City. And stop honking and just get to the end of this video, please.
And yes, and also if you are looking at our fetching garments and going, oh, I can see myself in one of those.
I just love a t-shirt that's a D&M drive on it. We might have some camo t-shirts left, but they've been selling like camo cakes.
They are the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
The coolest things ever. Yeah, so that's that. That is at that pedal show store.
It's been a long video.
It's been a long video. That pedalshowstore.com.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.